Holiday break, I decided not to shave. I'm coming back looking like you. But you had a reason. You were on vacation.
Yeah. I'd never shave. I
Yeah,
can't tell you the last time I shaved my face down. If I shave my face down, Fallon says I look like Mr. Potato Head. And my face is slowly beginning to look like Mr. Potato Head and like George Wendt had a child, but so far
George
so good.
Wendt, a Cheers reference.
Yeah,
I love
saw it on a AT&T commercial or something today. Yeah, California was great. It was super fun.
So what did you do down there?
Played golf, slept, and drank. That's it.
All of that every day?
All of that. I went to bed, no joke, at like 7 p.m. every day.
7 p.m.? I thought you were going to say 7 a.m.
No. I'm too old.
Late nights?
No,
Oh,
too old.
You got nothing. You were out there having fun.
Yeah, it was great. I played golf.
You were living every man's dream.
Yeah, it was fun.
Nice.
I had a ton of fun.
You didn't do anything illegal?
Nope.
Not arrested?
Nope. I got too good of an attorney if I ever got arrested.
I like that.
And I got a guy in every town. So don't cross me.
I believe
No
that.
joke.
Let's start the show.
Got a couple of Russian mobsters that I can call.
Russian? Uh-oh. Now we're in trouble. Welcome back to the show. We're our 1 week hiatus after Christmas.
Yeah,
and
it sucked.
Now we're back.
Yeah, I'm glad we're here.
I'm glad to be back too.
Yeah, it's fun.
The Vikings basically were off last week too, and now they're back again. But,
Oh man, what a disaster!
You want to talk about it? Purple postmortem. It's all over. The season's in the books.
Yeah, they the weird part about this whole season and the thing that I continue to tell myself is they were 5-0 at one point. I mean,
They
you
were
look at
number
this
one in
team,
the NFL power
they're
rankings.
They're 5-0. I mean, they're number one in the power rankings. They're 5-0.
And then it just
literally fell apart. Think about it this way. They beat that Houston team handily. That was the game where like everybody, Randy Moss came out on that Monday night countdown on ESPN and basically said that this team could go 16-0. This team is unstoppable. They're going to be favored in the rest of it. Yeah, they're awesome.
Yep. Favored
they
every
shut
game.
down that Houston team that everybody in the beginning of the year had a great defense, and they thought Brat Osweiler was going to be great.
Brat?
That's what my brother calls him, like Brat Osweiler. It's something stupid.
Nice.
But they shut them down, and then all of a sudden they win after that 3 games.
The whole rest
They
of the
won
way.
3 games the rest of the way. That's it. That's
Yeah.
horrible.
That's pretty bad.
Horrible. So, but you got to see Chad Greenway's probably last game. He's an absolute class act.
Absolutely.
Kyle Rudolph played really well. Linval's been dynamite all year. Anthony Barr's been all right, but
See, I was going to say Anthony Barr, we'll get to that. I thought he was one of the disappointing factors because he just didn't have as big a splash. His name wasn't called a whole lot. He was pretty invisible this season.
yeah, he had one of those years where it was like as a linebacker, you have to make more plays than just the ones that he played or made. And today he had the play where he literally batted the ball to Everson. How that's not a penalty, and I was listening to the radio broadcast on KFAN, but I would assume the TV guys had to have been like, that's a penalty. You can't bat a fumble forward, and
After
that's
it was
what he
punched out,
did.
yeah.
So it's like,
Maybe it was incidental. I don't know.
maybe, I don't know. So
I didn't
but
listen
we
to Dick
didn't-
Stockton's
Yeah, I didn't either.
explanation.
Yeah, and that other guy, was it Ross Tucker?
I don't even know who it was, to be honest. I had family visiting, so
Yeah,
I
well,
was...
nice of you to pay attention to what we should probably be watching. Who cares?
It's okay, but we were talking about the whole season. Today's game,
Yeah.
I was going to say, today's game meant
8-8.
absolutely nothing.
8-8 has a little bit better taste in its mouth than 7-9.
Agreed, but I thought you would say draft.
Yeah,
because
well-
we traded away our number one or our first
Sure.
round pick. So now being 500 with 8-8 hurts us in the draft for the second rounds instead of
Yeah, that is
being
a good
7
point.
and 9. I thought for sure
also-
you'd say tank it, put everybody else
Yeah.
in.
Although a 7-9, if they go 7-9, I was kicking my microphone cord. My feet were stuck in it. If they go 7-9, honestly, the only difference that today's win does is that at 8-8, at least your last game's a win.
Yes.
If you go 7-9 and you went 2-9 in your last 11 games, and you start
You're in
next
trouble.
season
Yeah.
1-3, you might have to replace the coaching staff.
Sure.
So there's that little bit of positivity, and let's say this. Let me just get this out here. Sam Bradford is, if he plays a couple more years for the Minnesota Vikings, he'll be the best quarterback to ever play for the Minnesota Vikings, minus the small year Brett Favre played and Fran Tarkenton. He's
year.
unreal. He's a very good quarterback.
Let's go with Sam. Completion percentage, NFL record. Does that mean anything? 71.6%. But 380 completions, most ever for a Viking. He beat Dante Culpepper in 2004. 20 touchdowns, just 5 picks. As of this afternoon, guess where he ranked in the NFL amongst yardage of quarterbacks?
Oh, I don't know. That's a very good question. 5th.
17th.
Oh, that's not.
Yards, nothing. But completions,
Yeah.
NFL record.
Yeah. The completion thing is kind of odd because a lot of it were just
I'm not trying
4
to
or
take
5
away.
yard passes.
I think Sam was absolutely
I
fantastic
thought he was great.
this season.
That pass he threw to Cordell Patterson was great. The way that he came in that Green Bay game, in the first game that he played, and tore him up. I mean, he only won by 3, but he looked unstoppable.
Yeah.
To that first drive today, he was like 4 for 4, and they just marched up and down the field. Now, granted, that Bears team had quit. But
did they even show up?
No.
That's what it sounded like. They're not even here.
No, that was one of those things where you're going. They literally got off the plane and were like, well, we just got to make the team. We'll get paid and we'll move on.
Sure.
Yeah.
End of the season.
Right.
Go golfing, vacation.
Right. Hell yeah.
Like one of them will make the Pro Bowl.
I don't think any of them did.
Do you think there's any doubt that Sam is the starter next year? I mean, Teddy's knee, the healing process, the time. Is there any doubt in your mind?
Sam Bradford, I would say 99%, unless like a Russell Wilson situation happens where they draft a kid in the 4th round and they're like,
and he's a stud.
This kid's way too good. We have to play him. I've said this before on the radio, and I'll say it on this lovely TV show. I don't think Teddy Bridgewater ever plays in the NFL again. I just don't. From some of the people I've talked to, from some of the inside information that I have,
the healing
that
process
injury
is
was
just
so bad. Yeah. I mean, we don't have to replay the whole thing, but all those reports you hear about it. How on earth could you come back from that? I mean, his leg was up here, like.
We don't have to go through.
No, I don't think he'll ever play again. I think they may, once they get the situation kind of worked out with Adrian Peterson won't play again. Once they get that kind of worked out, I bet they sign Sam to maybe a 2 or 3 year contract with some loaded money at the end. Okay. I think they will. I don't think Teddy Bridgewater will ever play again for the Minnesota Vikings or in the NFL.
All right, biggest disappointment of the season, and try to be narrow. I mean, you can say bigger things.
Well, the season in general is the biggest. The 5-0 start and the 3 wins in the final 12 games.
Sure,
11 games. That's the biggest disappointment. Blair Walsh is a disappointment.
Nice.
Norv Turner was washed up.
Yeah.
That was a disappointment. Anthony Barr was a disappointment.
Lack of running game.
Laquan Treadwell was a massive disappointment. How about this? The 2016 Vikings draft class was a massive disappointment. The fourth round pick, Willie Beavers, you cut.
Willie Beavers.
Then you do that stupid.
You just wanted to say his name again.
Well, no, but it's true. And then you do that stupid thing and good for Moitz Bowringer, but what a dumb move. Let the kid he would have been an undrafted free agent and bring him in. I mean, I get everybody, it's a 6th-round pick. You could have got some offensive line depth with a 6th-round pick.
Yeah.
It's not, they wasted that. That was a cute story for 5 minutes, but they wasted that pick. He'll never see the NFL field.
All right.
This is a waste.
Future, Adrian Peterson, gone.
Gone. He'll be,
Greenway?
I think Adrian Peterson is owed a certain amount of money by March. He'll be gone.
Cut before then?
Yeah, I'm under the impression it was him he's the reason he didn't play these last 2 games, not coaching.
Greenway after today's game was saying
gone. He'll be gone.
He should.
Ben Lieber interviewed him after the game, and he basically tipped his cap when he said, he did that like ninja kick where if I tried, not only would my pants rip,
you might hurt your knee.
Oh, I'd pass. I'd fall over. But he basically said, you did that one final time, and he said yes.
Ninja kick.
Yeah, I would bet money he's going to retire. I'll guarantee you he retires. Yeah, Terrence Newman will retire. B-Rob.
Yeah,
B-Rob may retire. I know we got to move on to other things.
Yes, we
do. That you planned, and I literally just walked in the door.
I love it. That's how we.
What
that's
about
how we
the
roll.
Leadership they're losing? B-Rob, Terrence Newman.
That'd be
Greenway.
They got to pass the torch to somebody.
They could go down the way of obviously Bradford isn't much of a leader, but they could go down the way of the Twins. When they didn't have Torrey Hunter, you need a leader.
That's a different topic for a different week. All right.
Yeah.
Time for us to take a break. We got one more rip.
Who are we ripping?
Gophers.
Oh.
Specifically Tracy Claeys.
Sure.
I think we're going to be nice to Leitner. We're going to give him a pass this week.
Why? He's the worst quarterback.
All right, welcome back. So, We're going to rip the Gophers.
Okay.
They win the bowl game, Holiday Bowl, 17-12 over Washington State.
Cool beans.
I honestly
Can I bring cool beans back?
You can bring cool. You can say whatever catchphrase you want. It's yours.
This
Cool
gal
beans.
that my buddy used to date would always say cool beans. She was pretty sweet. She would always say cool beans.
Was that in your high school era?
Yeah, well, high school, when they all went to college.
Was cool beans like you're just hanging out, man?
No, not.
Reading Rolling Stone
We
in
weren't
the basement.
no, it's not the. What's that movie
Like
with?
the PlayStation 2 is hooked up, and you're
No.
like, this is so cool.
No, not everything I did was marijuana induced.
I didn't say that.
95% of it was, but not cool beans.
Cool beans, I think, is marijuana. I think it's.
Oh, I didn't know that.
I don't know. I don't know. I'm just
Quit
trying to
painting me into a corner.
I'm sorry.
No, I don't care. Paint
so
me
the
into whatever
Gophers-
corner you want. Paint me nude if you want. Can I say that?
You can,
Is
but
Mike
I won't
upstairs
do that.
going to get mad?
You keep saying different names. You've
That's
said
because I don't want to name his
Todd
name.
and Mike.
Mike's a terrible name. Let's hope it's not Mike.
It's not Mike.
Okay.
Mike's good. Does this win mean anything? I mean, 9 wins.
No.
You see all these tweets, and they're
Well,
like,
I'm-
9 wins. It's the second most wins since 1905. What a successful season. And we're like, they're marred by the controversy of the boycott. Clay's with the stupid tweet, saying he's never been more proud, and they're changing the world. And all. He's going to be fired. They're going to graduate some of these guys. Some of these guys are going to be expelled. They need to clean house and move on. Do you think that will happen?
Yeah, and I've said this all along, and I always get ripped for it, but this is like the video game fantasy football world that like we all live in now, and I'm one of those people that says, if on Tuesday they bring Tracy Clays in and him and the other guy just don't get along.
Coyle and
who?
the Coyle,
The mom and
Sopranos.
That.
See,
Isn't that
I know
Edie
what you-
Falco?
No,
Isn't that her
yeah,
name?
but Coyle and
I thought you
Falco.
said, I don't know what you said.
Athletic director Coyle. Edie
Anyhow.
Falco.
Anyhow,
Totally the same word.
if they get rid of him on Tuesday, because it would be Tuesday.
Yeah, you think it happens that day?
Sure, and I personally think it would, and I've said this all along. You have to at least call Les Miles, and people are going.
You
"What's
said Les Miles since day
correct?"
one. As soon as Les
He
Miles
doesn't
was
have a-
let go from
he doesn't
LSU,
have a job.
You're right. He
doesn't have a
available.
job.
He's
and
a big name,
I would bet he
recruiter.
would right, and that even if people go, well, they can't afford him. We got to ask.
Yeah.
He's obviously, if he were a big deal, if Urban Meyer got fired, he'd be picked up in a second.
Sure, everybody be calling him.
Right. Nobody's called him.
Yeah.
And most of the jobs and none of the jobs, there aren't going to be many more firings in college football. So he may not have another opportunity, for now at least, unless, there's some other weird things that happen. I would call Les Miles and at least ask. And I bet he would do it. And that's what you need. And we can't go down a list and find in the fifth option anymore. Why not?
Go after
you
the
can
big
get the
fish,
money,
right?
and people say, well, it's expensive. If you get him in here and they start winning ball games, and that Les Miles comes in and gives a rah-rah speech, be sweet.
The bank will be full.
Don't bring in some guy that nobody's ever heard of. There's some, I think it's a North Dakota coach people bring up.
North Dakota or Central Michigan, I think.
I think
another-
that's it.
Yeah.
Yeah, which
It's
he
Edie
may
Falco.
be great. It is.
Edie Falco
from
is
the
the name.
Sopranos. I don't know how I'm
Tony
like
Sperano.
on TV or on the radio. I can't even. I bet
do
I
a
have
great job.
I bet I have an 80-word vocabulary, and
said more.
60 of it I can't say on the radio.
But we're on
Or
TV.
TV.
So
Well, I
I think
definitely
you have to be a
can't
little
say
bit
it
more
here.
clean on TV than you have to be on the radio. I
that's
think you get away with more. Of
You know
your-
who isn't clean? Chris Hockey's sister. Zing.
So Clay is gone.
I think so.
We usually save this for the end of the show, but our Twitter poll from 2 weeks ago, 57% of the votes said he would be fired.
Yeah,
So, and I think the poll, or not the poll, the petition that was signed on campus, there were almost 3,000 kids on campus that wanted him fired, and there were about 800, and this is the last I saw, that wanted to keep him. That's more than a 3-to-1 saying, get him out of here.
Yeah, but this is. I get
know it's
that.
Christmas break.
But when has a petition ever swayed anybody?
Well, the university, who knows? They got to listen to the people that are there going to school.
Yeah, but it's not-
This is a bigger issue.
Sure. It is. It's a big issue. Yeah, I won't say anything else. Just move on.
You just want to move on. So that was our one last rip. Do you want to rip Mitch Leidner?
Mitch
one last
Leidner's
time?
the worst quarterback to ever play college football. He's horrible.
You wanted to get one last rip.
He's awful.
What's he going to be doing in a couple weeks?
I don't know. I think he'll get a pretty good job because my buddy Tommy Olson will hook him up, and he
so
probably.
Is he going to be a K-Fan contributor? Or are they going to pull him in?
Well, no,
and he's
because
gonna
I
start a
rip him
fight
all
with
the
you
time.
guys.
No,
He's going to come in there.
Maybe I don't know.
He's gonna throw some
he
dukes
may
at
be
you.
good at talking sports, but He's a terrible quarterback. I'm terrible on the radio.
You're wonderful.
No, you and my mother are the only two people that say that.
You live a blessed life. College football playoffs.
Knew.
College football playoffs. Did they get it right? We got the number 1 Alabama, number 2 Clemson. Pretty convincing wins.
Yeah. How boring were those games?
Well,
how boring were they? Were so boring. They were on while I was watching the Gopher or the Wild game, but just
so boring.
Boring. Like Washington. But who else do you get in there? Penn State. They play tomorrow, I think. Penn State. They wouldn't have mattered. Alabama's just a machine. You had it. Washington had a chance
early,
and they got counterpunched and they couldn't punch back. And Ohio State was just flat. I don't think Ohio State scored.
So you think they got? I think they were shut. But
they
got it right. It's 1 versus 2.
Yeah, that's what you want. It looks better on TV. Casual fans will watch it.
Real quick, we're streaking. The Wild streak is over. Keep that on.
Okay.
Do not dare start.
You want to see my hoots?
I've seen you start to bare your chest before.
Yeah, it's gross.
And that was enough. And you were just in San Diego, and I bet you didn't. That did not see sun.
No.
That is like
this. Up didn't see sun. No.
Thank goodness.
Well, yeah, of course.
So the Wild.
Yeah.
Streak's over.
It sucked.
But you know what? Do you think
great.
it really means anything?
Of course.
It was a great spectacle for the fans.
Yeah, it was sweet.
We
Good
ended
for
up on
them.
the
They got a
losing
great
end.
team.
We're still not doing the midseason swoon.
Yeah.
We're playing second best hockey in the. Oh, yeah.
Yeah, but they were great 2 years ago when they went on a swoon.
Right. Well,
swoon's a terrible word.
I thought you'd like that word.
No, it sounds like something. What is it? A swaddle that you like hold a baby in?
Swaddling clothes. Yeah, you can say that. A swaddler.
Okay.
You can say,
That's what I don't know what I meant. I probably should have just stayed home.
Are you sure you didn't do some stuff in California
100%.
that's
100%. Yeah, no.
All right, get your cold beverage ready. We got our drinking game coming up. What do you think the subject is? Don't look at my notes here.
Ernest Borgnine?
No Ernest Borgnine.
80s music.
New Year's resolutions.
Turds.
I'm going to ask you. You're going to get in trouble for saying turds. Let's
what?
take a break. You will. I think Todd is going to yell at you for that.
He's not real.
Welcome back. For those of you who haven't seen the show before, our drinking segment, it's a game that we have every week. We try to endorse responsibly consuming because it's a Sunday night. People are at home.
Nobody's working tomorrow.
Nah, it's a holiday. So, we sit back, we do a little trivia.
Yeah.
We used to more keep track if you were right or wrong and who drinks and what, but now it's more social. It's just for fun.
Yeah, I like this game.
Anybody who wants to sponsor it out there, I think that's wide open for
Rob.
We got Ticket King.
I know you're
right
watching, Rob.
Yeah. Go after Rob.
It.
So our New Year's resolutions, before we start the game, any New Year's resolutions for you?
No. I never make them because, one, I'm too lazy, and two, I'll be 30. Jesus, I'll be 35 in 9 months. What am I going to do?
You got so far to go.
What am I going to do? I mean, go to the gym? No, the gym's overrated because it's just a bunch of meatheads at the gym.
You're intimidated. I can tell.
I honestly,
you just don't want to be there.
I don't care. I'd be the coolest kid there. I would.
You'd make so many friends at the gym.
No, I don't want to make friends at the gym.
Oh, you show up and they'd be like, "It sucks."
Yeah, but they'd be like, "Oh my God, it's Shrek's underarm walked up." Yeah, no, maybe. I told myself yesterday that I wanted to lose 50 pounds.
50's a little aggressive.
50. Well,
you're not that big.
Yeah, but my face looks like a pineapple. And I said, well, then that was before
How do you
had
lose weight off your face?
ice cream. Lose weight? That's the first place you lose weight.
Is your face?
Yeah, if you ever notice when somebody loses weight, it's first in their face.
Do you know what jowls?
And right.
Jowls,
I'm starting to look like Dom DeLuise. I just like saying Dom DeLuise. So to answer your question, no. Do you have any?
I don't.
Great.
Because I think I don't want to say it's a waste of time.
It is a waste of time.
But I don't focus my life on small, narrow goals. And I think these things like, 10 pounds, like, if I had the time to just dedicate, I'm going to work out, or I'm going to, I don't narrow focus like that. Everything's good. I don't have anything that I feel like I need to change.
Just be more positive, and I guess I would have one. It would be to stand up for myself.
Good for you.
Fight back.
Good. Against Mitch Leidner when he comes to K-Fan and wants to hit you.
No. Tommy will protect me.
Super easy first one. What do you think is the number one New Year's resolution in America?
Weight loss.
Yeah, that's number one. With a bullet. It's huge.
Yeah, of course. But that's like the whole bit where people are, and there are friends of mine that are like really big gym advocates, and good for them, and they're like, they hate this like first
because
month.
January.
Well, everybody, like tomorrow,
Right.
these gyms will be packed, and everybody will be like, thanks a lot.
Yeah, no, get out of here.
Right.
That's what I'm going to get to. So what percentage of people, now this is the only study I could find, but what percentage of people actually achieve their goal throughout the year?
1.
It's higher than that.
2.
Higher.
5.
Single digits, up
9.
8.
That's
8,
horrible.
8%. So
But then
one
think
out
about
of
it,
12.
though. Think of all the people that last night, and I said it a couple times on vacation, I'm never drinking again.
Oh, I'm sure you did.
I woke up one morning with a horrible stomach ache, and it was a combination of
Just say hangover.
all
You
the
don't have to say
it was a hangover, but it was also the combination of all the liquor and
You had too many Sour Patch Kids.
and the Mexican food. But you know how many people last night were laying in bed
Santiago.
with their foot like over the bed, like. This is it.
Never
going to
do it again.
They're drinking now. They don't have to
With
work
us.
tomorrow. Yeah, they're drinking. Yeah, you're drinking, I'm drinking. Cheers, big ears.
It's okay. So the percentage throughout the entire year is 8. What do you think is the? I'll give you this.
That's
Percentage,
horrible.
Percentage after 1 week is 75. So even 1 out of 4 drops out after
Right.
the first week.
Correct.
Then it goes down after 2 weeks, 71%. I'm going to give you about a 10, 5 plus, 5 minus ratio here. How many keep their goal after 1 month?
50.
No, 64. So
That's
people are
not
still doing
bad.
good for a month.
Yeah, I
and
like
they're like,
that,
hey, it's
yeah.
winter in Minnesota, January, we're still going. Then after 6 months, so a half year, how far
Yeah.
down does it drop?
30.
46. But see, so people make it a half year and say, I'm going to stay with it, and then it just crashes 8%.
That sucks.
Let's see. How many, what's the percentage of Americans that actually make New Year's resolutions? You and I said
A lot.
There's 38%.
A lot.
38% say no, they never do. 'Cause
Oh,
I don't-
really?
Yeah. So just over 1 in 3 say, nah, it's not worth it. So what do you
yeah.
think do every year?
Well, wouldn't it be my 100
It's not
minus
this. No, there's
38?
other categories. Yeah,
Oh, I bet
with
it's
good
high.
math. You almost got that.
99?
No.
90.
No.
That make New Year's. Everybody
Who
does.
No.
50.
Just under. Yeah, 45% make New Year's resolutions. You think it's
They're-
higher?
Yeah.
No. I
Yeah.
think a lot of people like us just said it's a waste of time. 4 out of 10.
Well, yeah,
would be
but there are
like,
people last night that are all drunk trying to impress some babe, and they're like, "Yeah, this is the year
I want to make my first million
yeah,
this
this is
year.
the year I become a lawyer." No, you're not, Tucker.
That might have been-
Shut up.
Tucker. All right, time for us to take a break. When we get back, man versus baby, end of the season standings.
Who won?
I don't know. Todd has something that he wants to show us.
Well, then we're not going to see anything.
We'll see it somewhere.
There's no
All right,
Todd.
time for our last break.
Weirdo.
There is a Todd. He's our boss.
No, I don't have a boss.
Your family.
They're a disaster. Except for my mom and my dad.
All right, welcome back. So, men versus baby. We had baby Owen on. I think
forgot about
It
that.
was a long time ago.
Yeah.
There were weeks, I hate to say this, that we forgot to put picks in.
I
and I'm sure
did.
that Owen was dominating. So the end of the year standings, I have no idea.
I don't either.
Todd wouldn't tell us where things are. He said he wanted to unveil. Oh!
0-1.
Superimposed my face. Look at you. That's a creepy look on you.
Look at you.
Oh, yeah. I look like
Lloyd Christmas.
I look like I look like Gilligan from
Yeah.
Gilligan's Island.
He won?
You look like a mass murderer.
Well, of course.
God.
That sucks.
That is so sad. Well, congratulations, Owen. You win. That is not my hair, but that is my face. That
whose
is your
hair is-
everything.
What? No, that's not my hair. When did we join Oasis?
Wonderwall.
Gross.
That's great. Oh, I don't know. what
It's a
to
shame for us to be put in front of that cute
I feel bad
baby.
for Owen. How close was it? 17 points? Gah. I beat you by 25, so not bad.
I
So
suck at
that's
that.
what's going to happen when you ever have a child. That's what it's going to look like. All right. We'll put up a poll. We don't exactly have what we're going to do, but we'll put up a poll on Twitter. So follow the show and finish that beverage and enjoy those baby pictures.
Bye.